Who are we kidnapping?
Because we're packing and getting ready to go to the Cape.
Why am I yelling?
This is what I try. This is what, like, I don't feel people really get. This is a fancy one. We got a Le Doulet.
That is one of the best workout classes I've ever done.
Buen dia, mi gente. Welcome back to my channel. This weekend on the vlog, Josh and I have date night. We have another Revolution home game. I'm trying a new workout class, and then Josh and I are doing some prep work because we are gonna be down on the Cape next week for the 4th of July, which I'm so excited about. We need this vacation so bad. But for right now, let's get ready for date night. I actually got a hydrofacial today, so my skin is just glowing. Just to give it a quick refresh, I'm gonna take a little bit of the Caudalie grape water, just to give a quick spritz to the face, wake up the skin. So I went back to VO Med Spa in Newton actually to go get this facial. I just had such a great experience the last time that I was like, I wanna be here. I want this to be my place. I also did a dermaplaning session, so this makeup's gonna eat. Vanessa, my esthetician, is so kind and so sweet. She was like, you have no pores. What is your secret? I'm like, it's no secret. I exfoliate like 2-3 times a week. Especially once you hit like 28, 29, your skin starts to change. And so it's just really important to make sure that that top layer of skin is fresh and plump. And the best way to do that is to exfoliate. I use the Dr. Dennis Gross exfoliating pads. Now I'm up to the extra strength ones, but when I first started, I was using the gentle peel ones. I'm also skin cycling since I use a retinol. Also, if you're over the age of 30 and you're not using a retinol, you better get on that. You better get on that, sis. You better find a good, stable retinol, because that's what helps with skin turnover. That's what helps with keeping collagen production, but you need sunscreen, right? Like none of these, this is what I try. This is what like, I don't feel people really get. Nothing you do to your skin, no treatments, nothing matters unless you're wearing the appropriate amount of sunscreen. And personally, I feel like Latinos are the worst offenders because we grew up being told, oh, you don't need sunscreen. Like, you're already melanated, like your skin's already protected. The only truth to that is that yes, our skin is better protected, but we are not exempt from things like melanoma, melasma. Like, imagine thinking you're tougher than the sun. Couldn't be me, let me tell you that. I wanna get rid of this like separation here. You see how you can like clearly see where the concealer is versus the blush. Just go in with my finger, warm up that area, and that's how we're gonna diffuse that out. See how it's a little bit more cohesive? That's what we want. That's what we want. So tonight, Josh and I are going to D16. This is the speakeasy I went to a couple of weeks ago for my friend Jenny's birthday. And if you watched that vlog, you know that the DJ and the music there, it was fine for like a crowd, right? But it definitely, I don't know, like with Josh being into DJing and stuff, I listen to a lot of music now. If you watched that last vlog, I said I wanted to go back with Josh on a weekday to see if the vibe was a little bit different. Because I definitely feel like it should have been a place where something like house music was playing, or even like lo-fi, honestly. So hopefully that's what's there. Going with my Dior blush. This is the Backstage Palette Glow. Ooh, ooh. Obsessed. Do a little on my nose. A little bit of Urban Decay Moon Dust. Oh yeah. The cocktails at D16 are so good. They remind me of the cocktails at this place called Employees Only in New York. D16 has tapas and like appetizers. They don't really do like full dinner or lunch service. I haven't eaten there before. I've only had the drinks, so kind of excited to try some apps and share those with Josh. Do a little bottom liner. I'm gonna do a little bit of the Charlotte Tilbury setting powder on my forehead. So we're looking a little shiny up there, you know what I mean? I love this powder because it doesn't give you like a matte finish. It gives just more of like a satin finish, which I really, really like. I'm gonna go in one more time with my Charlotte Tilbury setting spray. Let that melt into the skin. Guys, what if I just went out like this? Is that weird? Just kidding, I would never. Okay, well, I'm waiting for my mascara to dry. Let's do lips. Lip combo is gonna be the Say lip liner in the shade Tease. You just wanna diffuse the liner a little bit. And then my ABH Lip Velvet in the shade Parchment. I'm obsessed with this lip combo. I can't stop, won't stop. I need a tan though, because, and don't come at me, you are tan. No, no I'm not. No, I'm not. You don't know me tan. You haven't met me tan. Give me next week on the Cape. I'll show you tan. I'll show you tan. I need a tan because I really want to start wearing the like orange red lipsticks that I bought. Also, I wanted to introduce you to my newest device. This is a lash separator. So if you ever feel like your mascara is kind of clumpy, mine isn't really, but just to show you, once your mascara dries down, if you feel like it's a little clumpy, you just go in at the base of your lash and you push up and through, and it will separate out the lashes. Let me do that one more time. There we go. Yeah, you see how this side is a little clumpy up here and this side is nice and separated. This was like $5 on Amazon. I love a new little gadget, you know? I just feel like I need a bit of a gloss. So I'm gonna go in with Amp It. This is Michaela Nagira's Makeup Prep skincare line. Yeah, no, 10 times better, love that. But that is the final look. Good morning. Josh is behind me. Wait, is he? Okay, yeah, he is. Josh is behind me. We are headed to go get a manicure pedicure to prepare for our vacation next week. He's like, I want to wear my Birkenstocks, but my feet are not ready for that. I need to get a pedicure with you. I'm like, of course. Also trying a new nail salon today. It's within the Delaria Day Spa in Newton. Honestly, I haven't been to a nail salon in like I haven't been to a nail salon since January when we went to Mexico. I genuinely don't like nail salons. I don't find them to be hygienic. I also have a real problem with service. Like if I'm getting a pedicure, I don't want you doing my manicure while I'm sitting in the pedicure chair. I don't want to be like this, like because you're trying to save time. Like I booked the appointment. Anyways, so I had a friend of mine who was like, you should try the nail salon like within a spa, like find a spa near you. Like their nail salons definitely like focus more on service. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Good morning. Sorry, I never showed you my nails yesterday. The day just got started. The nail appointment took 2 hours and I had only budgeted like an hour and a half. So by the time I had finished, I was like kind of behind for the day. So I had to get to work in, you know what I'm saying? But they look really nice. I went with this like, it's like a whitish lavender. I don't know how to describe it. Like it's not completely white, but it's not like blue, but it's not like purple. I don't know. Anyways, I am here to try out a new workout class. I am at Rumble Boxing in Watertown. They don't have many of these locations. There's none in the city. The next one is in Watertown, which is where I'm at, and then the next one is in Natick, and I think those are the only ones in Massachusetts. But basically, every Saturday this June, why am I yelling? Why am I yelling? Every Saturday this June, I've done a workout class of some sort, and so I originally didn't have anything planned for this Saturday for working out, and I thought, you know, I've really been wanting to try this out, so here I am. And Josh was supposed to come with me, but he has to work, so I'm flying solo, so I'm a little bit nervous, but I'm excited because basically it combines boxing and strength/HIIT training. And the setup from what I've seen is kind of like Barry's, but it's gonna be good. I'm excited still. It's gonna be good. I have had my pre-workout. Let's go check it out.
Boxer stance, what is that? If you are right-handed, your right foot's gonna come back. If you are left-handed, your left's gonna come back. It's a small bend at the knees. Your hands will come up to protect your face. We keep our elbows tight. We're gonna go into some shadow boxing in our warm-up before we throw those gloves on. Party. Hey. Woo, come on. 4 rounds on this shot, y'all. 1, 2, 3. Jab, cross, hold on the outside with your hook. Switch that bow. 10 seconds.
Okay, I stopped at Vitality Bowls across the street and got a little like pick-me-up salad. Arsenal Yards is so cute. I had been there once when they only had a Marshall's because Target was across the street. And so it was just like a giant construction pit. Now they got everything, like literally everything. Restaurants, a brewery, a spa, an Ulta, Marshall's, like 3 different workout studios, Vitality Bowls, places poppin'. That's where I'm moving. Anyways, that is one of the best workout classes I've ever done. My preference for working out has always been strength training. I like to feel strong. I like to, you know, maintain muscle. So HIIT workouts generally aren't really like my thing. For me, it's always more fun to do a workout class with friends. So going by myself, I was a little nervous. I loved it. Basically, it's kind of like Barry's. If you've ever done Barry's class where in Barry's, you're like running on one side and then the other side is doing like strength training and HIIT training. So it's kind of like that. So on one side you have all of these punching bags, and then on the other side you have all of these little stations with weights and benches. So when you book the class, you actually pick your spot. So I picked like bag 17. And so that meant like I was starting on the bag 17. And then when we switched to benches, I would be at bench 17. When I was a teenager, I actually used to do boxing behind my parents' backs because they wouldn't approve of it, first of all. And second of all, it was a new gym in the area, so it was relatively cheap for me to go. And I would just go and like spar and learn the basics. And it was really fun until they were like, okay, we've pretty much like trained you on everything, or like you should try fighting. And that's when I was like, I'm done. Because let me tell you, nobody's gonna hit my face. So typically the class is 10 rounds. Of course, the class I booked is 14 rounds, and I'm like, Jesus help me. Jesus take the wheel. So you do like 4 rounds on the punching bag, 4 rounds on the benches, doing strength training and stuff. When you're on the punching bags, there's 6 different punches that you learn, and you just use those 6 punches throughout the rounds. And then when you're on the benches or the mats, you're doing like deadlifts, curls, you know, ab work, a little bit of like jumping jacks, things like that. It wasn't a class for like reps. It was more so just time, which I think for me is what I appreciate, where it's not like, you know, give me 30 crunches. It's like, you got 30 seconds, do what you can. So when you walk into the room, it's dark, right? Like they turn down the lights. So it's just like a strip of red lighting around. There's no clocks or anything. There's 2 screens. So you can see like what jabs you're doing or what, you know, what workout you're doing on the mat. And the instructor was great because they're like on a platform, so they're always like demonstrating like what you're doing. To be honest, I'm surprised this isn't more popular. I mean, the class was pretty full, but it was mostly new people. So I don't know if maybe it's just a new gym or what, but I will be back. Like this is a workout I could do like 3-4 times a week and be absolutely obsessed with. So if there's a Rumble Boxing near you, give it a shot. 100% recommend. Okay. Josh and I were supposed to go to the Revs game tonight. I don't know if we're going anymore, just because of the weather and some scheduling things that we have. So might just spend tonight packing for the Cape. We'll see, but I'm gonna head home. I'm gonna finish my salad and we'll catch up later. Okay, Josh and I are back and we have to get packing. Guys, I love this is a Gymshark onesie. They're on sale right now for 50% off. I had to change because we're packing and getting ready to go to the Cape, but I wanted to test this last product that I completely forgot about. This is the Ultraviolet Pre-Screen SPF. This is a reapplication sunscreen mist. So you know the problem of like, how do I reapply my sunscreen if I have my makeup? This is supposed to solve that. So Ultraviolet is a French brand, and if you have followed my vlogs, you know that the French know skincare better than anybody. It literally says makeup friendly top up SPF. It's a bit of a scent. It definitely smells like sunscreen. The thing about reapplying your sunscreen with something like a mist or even a stick sunscreen is you have to still apply a lot of it to get that SPF coverage. If you're just doing spritz, 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 you're not really getting SPF 50. That's why You see me like spray a shit ton of this on. Skin's a little extra dewy, but I think it's fine. I'm gonna spray a little more. It's a very fine mist. This is what my makeup looks like now. I'll check back in like an hour or two. We'll see how it applies, but I'm really excited about this. I really, really hope this is gonna solve everyone's issue over. I'm really excited about this. I hope this works out. We are also just in time because our Firstly subscription has arrived for this month. If you're new to my channel, my husband and I have been subscribed to Firstly for over a year now, and every 3 months we get a shipment of 6 wines. Some of them we pick out, some of them Firstly picks out for us based on our tastes. So let's see what we have in this shipment. I don't actually remember what I picked, so I'm hoping they will come to me as I pick them out. But if you're curious and would like to try yourself, you can use my referral link in the description below for Firstly. Well, this is a Shema 2021 Vermentino. Terre Sicilian, you know what? It's a Vermentino, is what I can tell you. Goes well with roasted herb chicken, fresh garden salad, and grilled fish. Tasting notes of melon, honeysuckle, and pineapple. Yeah, we're bringing this one down to the Cape.
Is it like more minerally on the Vermentino?
No, the tasting notes are melon, honeysuckle, and pineapple, so it's on the sweeter side.
Okay.
One of the cool things about Firstly is they actually give you this pamphlet with your delivery, so you can read a little bit about the wines, which I think is really cool. Next we have Butter and Thief. This is a 2022 Sauvignon Blanc, also known as a Savvy B in this household. Pairs well with salty cheese, Mediterranean salad, and a BLT. Tasting notes of green apple, lemon, and citrus blossom. We have the Comarca 2020. Pairs well with aged cheese, herbed lamb chops, and spinach enchiladas. Tasting notes of cranberry, violet, and dried herbs. You would like this. Josh prefers more earthy wines and whiskeys. This is a fancy one. We got a Le Douleur Exquise 2022 Grenache Blanc from France. Pairs well with grilled shrimp, lemon herb chicken, and goat cheese. White flowers, mineral, and mandarin. Ooh, we're taking this one too. This is a good one. Okay, next we have a Merce Carme 2020 Tempranillo. This pairs well with flank steak, baked pastas, hearty soups, and smoked pork shoulder. Tasting notes of black cherry, cola, and pomegranate. Ooh, that sounds fun. See, this is fun. And then lastly, I have a rosé. This is a Pasarlo 2024 rosé from Chile. Pairs well with spicy Thai curry, entree salads, and goat cheese. Tasting notes of rose petal, citrus blossom, and green fig. Yeah, we're gonna take this one also.
All right, so it's a little later, just checking in. It looks okay. Like some of my makeup actually came off up here. I don't know if you could see that. And like it's separating a little here, so it's not the best applicator over makeup, but it still works. Like it's still something, you know. Josh and I are pretty much packed for tomorrow. We're taking my car. We're taking Little Blue, my tiny Little Blue, and I have to put the seats down and clean it out because that's the only way we're going to be able to fit everything in here. So let's do it. The randomest shit in my car. Let me show you. Cable ties. Who are we kidnapping? Oh, these are actually kind of funny. Because my car is so small, my dad made me put weights in the trunk. So, like in the wintertime, I wouldn't like skid around. Even though I had winter tires, he was like, your car needs a little bit of weight to it. You gotta put some weights in the back. I got some weights I'll give you. Hence said weights. I've actually been looking for these. These are quite fire. These are like for little mixed drinks on the go. W40, lots of water bottles. I have like 15 water bottles in here in case of a drought. I don't know. My beach umbrella, of course, that I keep in here year round. I basically packed my entire summer wardrobe into this bag. I am obsessed with like, just let me show you my bag. This is my, I don't even know if you could see it. This is the LL Bean bag, extra large. That's what I packed all my like clothes in. This is the LL Bean large open top. I have my name on this one. This is our beach bag. And then this one, this is the Land's End bag in the size large. I like them both. I personally prefer LL Bean because it's a structured bag and I like a bag with structure. It definitely softens over time, but it always like stays standing up, like just on its own. But I like the Land's End bags because they have pockets inside of them. So I put like my laptop and stuff in that one. That was a workout getting those up. Sheesh.